Good morning. Before my day gets started, I just wanted to pop in and talk to those who are new on this journey. You've had your teeth extracted and you may have healing dentures, also known as temporary or immediate dentures, or you may not have gotten dentures at all. So you are currently going through this journey without any prosthetic teeth at all. And I just wanted to pop in and just talk to you, see how you guys are doing and see how things are, progressing. I hope that everything is going well. I know that this stage can be very challenging because if you have your healing dentures, you are learning prosthetics while you are also dealing with your gums shrinking, possibly some discomfort. And when your gums are shrinking, that makes it very, very challenging to learn your prosthetics because today everything may be going great. Your dentures fit perfectly and you are doing good. And then tomorrow there may be just a little bit of shrinkage with your gums and you're back to square one. And that can be very frustrating. And if you have no prosthetic teeth, then just maneuvering things without teeth and being able to eat what you want, it can be very frustrating and it can be very overwhelming. My husband just had two teeth pulled, one up here and one down here. He had a post put in down here. Lucky him, he gets implants. He's a disabled veteran through the VA 100%, so he gets implants. I'm a little jealous. So he had an implant post put in on one side, and then he had a tooth pulled and a bone graft done because they're going to put a post in there. And he can't eat anything. He's at that stage where he's on mushy, well, he spent a week on liquid diet and now he's on mushy foods and he's starving. He can't eat anything. He's a little cranky. He's lost 15 pounds, but he's a little cranky. He can't eat anything and he's starving. And that's just with here and here. And he said, man, I don't know how you did it when you had all your teeth pulled. I just had this and this done and it's challenging. He goes, I can't imagine what it was like to have all your teeth extracted and then have to go through weeks of not being able to eat well because even with immediate dentures, I was still limited on what I could eat because everything was tender and healing. Gums were shrinking and I didn't know how to use my prosthetic teeth. So there was all of that. And he said, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how people do it. He has mad respect for everyone who is on this journey, but it reminded me of how challenging. I mean, I know how challenging it is, but just him with the two teeth, it was just, I just wanted to reach out and say, it's rough. I had forgotten that stage of this journey because it's been 17 years, but he reminded me of just with the two. And some of you guys are dealing with, the whole mouthful of no teeth and you're probably starving and a little cranky and losing weight and you're just at that stage where you just want to get past it. When is it going to end? It does end. It does move forward, but that time that it takes to move forward, it's slow. It feels like a snail just trying to kind of run across the clock because it's a process. So you have to remember to be patient, kind, and understanding with yourself on this journey. Set baby steps, little goals, daily goals to achieve. And if you do not reach those goals, don't get mad at yourself. Don't be upset. Try again tomorrow. And try again tomorrow and try again tomorrow and keep trying. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated. If you are learning your prosthetic teeth and figuring out how to maneuver them and redo everything that you knew how to do from infancy to now, up until you had your teeth extracted, remember to show yourself some kindness. If you had a prosthetic limb, say you had your leg amputated and you had a prosthetic leg, you would set goals and you would give yourself patience and understanding as you learned how to maneuver having a prosthetic leg. That is exactly what you need to do with prosthetic teeth. You need to set realistic, small goals. Maybe just pick a food and work on chewing that. and tasting it and using your tongue to judge if you have chewed your food well enough. Pushing food up to your soft palate to taste it. Swishing your saliva and drinks to touch the inside of your cheeks to taste them. And pushing that liquid and saliva up to your soft palate to taste. Letting things linger on your tongue for just a few extra seconds so that you can taste, because your hard palate's covered. And that really makes it challenging because it feels like you can't taste anything, because that's the first place, even though it has the least amount of taste receptors, it's the first place that food and liquid touch. So having that gone is very confusing to our mind because it's missing that one spot. And we also have a small number of taste receptors on our gums, not a lot, but when you take a drink or you have saliva, it does touch the gums, and we do have a small number, but we have taste receptors there too. So when that's covered, all of those things just make it a little bit more of a challenge at first to taste, but there are ways to get past that and enhance tasting things, pushing stuff up to the soft palate, swishing saliva in drinks to touch the cheeks, holding things at the back of your throat. Our epiglottis has taste receptors. That's a little trap door when you're talking and eating or drinking at the same time and something goes down the wrong pipe. That's because that epiglottis didn't know if it was supposed to be closed or up because you were drinking while you were talking, and it just kind of, I don't know what to do. So that epiglottis has taste receptors. So if you just hold saliva or drink at the back of your throat just for a couple of seconds, that will help too. But you got to learn all that stuff. So practice with that. Talking can be very challenging because you may be lisping and your teeth are moving. So you have to practice forming your words, read out loud, sing, try tongue twisters, read Dr. Seuss. All of those things will help with forming your words again. That can be a little bit of a challenge. Your tongue has to learn that new space that's filled because you have more room taken up in your mouth with these prosthetic teeth. So your tongue has to adjust to that, and it can be a bit of a challenge. But set realistic goals, and when you achieve those goals, high five yourself, pat yourself on the back, and shout it from the rooftops that you have achieved these goals, because they are big deals. They are not just, hey, I just ate, or wow, I don't think I made one mistake today when I was talking. Those are big deals. So celebrate every single goal that you reach and be proud of yourself because you are doing it. You're getting through. And if you are struggling, don't be hard on yourself. You are learning prosthetic teeth. And if you have no teeth, you have no prosthetics, you have to get through a pretty challenging time, because I know when my dentures are not out, I do not sound right. I have a lot of trouble forming my words when my dentures are out, and I lisp. I can hear all those things when my dentures are out. And even after all this time, I hate that. I hate the way that I sound when my dentures are out. And face it, I'm not really thrilled looking in the mirror when my dentures are out either. I much better like this, but that is part of me. So it's something that I have to accept. My dentures are out for a set amount of time every day. So that is me. If somebody comes to the door and my dentures are out, they're going to just have to accept that, because that's part of me. So just remember, give yourself some patience and understanding and forgiveness as you move through this journey, because there are going to be great days where everything is going well, and then there are going to be days when you're struggling. So don't be hard on yourself. Every single person who has prosthetic teeth have gone through, is going through, or will go through exactly what you are going through. You are not alone on this journey. People have been there before and done and gone through all the things you are going through. There are so many people going through exactly what you are going through right now. And there are new people who are going to start this journey in the near future that are going to go through everything that you are going through. So you are not alone. And I know it might feel like you are alone because you might be the only person you know going through it. But have comfort in knowing that you are not the only one who is going through this at this moment. And look into joining denture support groups on Facebook. I only belong to one right now. I'll post the link to that down below. But look into joining support groups, because that does help. And check out videos on YouTube from other YouTubers and on TikTok and Instagram, because people who are going through this journey sharing positive messages. Try to go towards the positive messages. People who are maneuvering this journey in a positive way. Try to stay away from the scary stories of negativity, because that negativity can get into your head and cause a lot of stress. But I just wanted to pop in and just talk to all those who are new on this journey and just going through all of the early stages. I'm going to go ahead and go. I have an appointment, so I have to get out of here. I'll talk to you later. Bye.